What's the word?
You just sound like Shay. What's
It's
up,
an all girl show today.
Okay, period. Taking over. I love this for us.
I was
It's
excited
almost
about that. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm on camera with y'all. People never see me.
This
Bree,
is
tell
our
the people.
beautiful producer, y'all. Like, she makes this run.
all of this.
Her and Shay.
Shay Herbo in the back holding it down today.
Okay, we got a female producer too. It's all girls. I like this.
Girl
Look.
power.
I like this. So welcome. What's the word live? I was about to say episode. I don't know. I feel like I've lost count by this point. We've been doing a great job at being consistent, guys.
We have. I think we at least at like
9,
6 or 7. I would say like 6 or 7. I know we took a couple weeks off, but I feel like we up there.
Yeah, we should do something for our 10th episode. Right, that's a milestone.
You hear that, Cody? You gotta buy us something.
Okay.
Girl, you finna start a war. We just get no camera.
Okay, let's not. So weekend recaps. Jayy Marie, since you had, I thought you had the most eventful weekend. So let us know what you did this weekend.
So I actually went to Atlanta for Revolt World. I actually enjoyed myself. I wish I had more time to do everything, but for the most part, I really enjoyed myself. I feel like the accessibility to like some of the celebrities was super dope to see. I got to meet Carisha, so that was cool. Diddy was walking around, 19 Keys was somewhere having a deep conversation in the middle of like a bunch of people walking back and forth. It was cool. It was cool. I really enjoyed it. And then Moneybag Yo, that was a highlight as well. He put on a show. So I enjoyed myself.
I feel like he's a good performer. I haven't seen Bag yet.
I think he's gotten better.
He's gotten better. Yeah.
He's gotten a lot better.
Okay.
I remember seeing him at, I think, the BET Awards one year, and I was like, they need to get this man some dancers or something.
He got dancers now, girl.
Okay, I like that. Upgrade.
Now, so it was cool. It was his birthday, so I think he was a little extra turned because it was his birthday. But it was cool. It was a cool experience. I would go back. I just felt like I would plan it better next time, but it was cool. How was y'all weekend?
That's lit.
My weekend was very chill from what I remember. I feel like my days just kind of feel like this.
What you do? What you don't remember?
I just like my day. Like my days don't be like weekend, weekday. It's just kind of like, hey, I'm here. I worked over the weekend pretty much. Spent some time with my family. It was very chill.
I love that. My weekend, I feel like mine was kind of similar to Bree's. I'm teasing you, girl. I never remember what I do. And it feels like it was like 5 days ago, not 3. But what did I do? That's a great question. I don't know. I've been focused on just getting stuff done. Like getting stuff done. Y'all, I have been doing so good at adulting. Like I've been fixing stuff around my house. I've been like, I'm back. I hadn't been cooking for a minute, so I'm back to cooking. And like my least favorite part of cooking is the cleaning portion. But I'm like doing great with just cleaning as I go. I be washing my little hands in between.
You seem so excited.
I am like I feel, girl. I'm doing great. I had a good weekend because I think I did some stuff like that.
You know what though? When you have your home organized, it makes you feel so much better
feel
about
so
your
much
entire
better.
life. Like
Feel so much better.
that's how I be feeling. Like
I was supposed to have a date this weekend, but I canceled.
Why you
why you
cancel?
cancel?
You just wasn't
You
feeling
scared?
right.
Pretty scared of love, y'all.
One, my hair wasn't done. 2, I just kind of be like going with the flow, like towards me, like trying to get ready to go. I just wasn't feeling like I wanted to be bothered. I just felt like being by myself. So I just was like, hey, can we reschedule? I think he felt some type of way. I feel bad a little bit.
Was this your first time rescheduling on him?
Yeah, it was actually.
He'll be okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, if you haven't been making him
Life
wait,
happens.
then like, if he really like you, he gonna be understanding.
I feel
Okay.
that. But I also
He
kind of also feel like, do I really like him?
Right.
Okay.
How many dates has it been? We all in your business, but I want to know because all of
You
these
know,
things.
I don't care. It's only been like 2.
Oh,
She's
so
still trying to
give
figure
it a
out if
minute.
you like
And it's
him.
like, it's still kind of early.
It's giving no. I don't like this
Okay,
man.
well, don't waste that man time.
Do y'all feel like you know right away when you like somebody? Like, I don't know. I be feeling like I know right away if I'm gonna like somebody.
Yes. No,
Right
no, no, no.
away. Go
I'm
ahead, Bree.
like, I've grown to like a lot of people.
That's what I was about to say. Right away, I don't know if I don't like you right away, but right away, I don't know if I like you. I usually kind of grow into that, like, cause you gotta see, y'all. These men is nuts. Like they're insane. So you gotta see
Mhm.
them in different atmospheres. You have to like a lot about people from conversations and like and I feel like all men, like I will die on the hill that all men only approach you because they trying to fuck. I don't think we cuss yet. It's not 7 minutes. So it's like eventually that might turn when they see like a different side of you. But it's like I want to get past that initial like, okay, are you long term? That's really all you want, or like, are you starting to see me a little different? I know you still gonna want to do that, like whatever, but like you know what I mean? Like, if I
I
don't
mean,
even, we can't even have no real conversation. I can't even know if I like you for real. Like, cause all this, oh, beautiful, that baby, I know why you telling me that. I don't need to hear all that. Like,
mhm.
you know what I mean? So,
Okay.
I be like confused too at like when to have that conversation. Like, when do you say like, are you looking for something? Like, when do you gauge when you have that conversation if they're looking for something casual or something more like long term? Not necessarily with you, but in their life.
I will ask on the first date because at this point, I feel like it's a generalized question.
yeah.
Like, I'm not saying we got to get married tomorrow, and I'm not saying that you got to settle down with me. But like, what are you dating for? Why are you trying to get to it? What are we getting to?
What are we getting to?
Get
That is
into
an awesome question.
the
What we here for? Who this for?
Who this
This for
okay.
you? This for me? This for
I
us?
feel like guys be weirded out when you ask that question though. Like they don't. I don't know. Like I don't know if it's a control thing or like I just feel like they'd be weirded out.
for?
I
Guys like
think
to be open.
it's so different because it's hard to generalize, right? But like, I mean, ooh, do y'all ever be seeing that? What's her name? Shira, the lady, the black woman. She give you advice. She had a whole it's like Shira relations or something. Like somebody, she's on YouTube, but people have taken her videos and put them on TikTok, and she be the one like telling you like, don't be interested. If a man calls, ask you what you want, tell him some money. Like, it's funny. And okay, y'all don't get it, but I'm
That's
gonna
is
sit
that
down and
the
video.
girl that be like, if you invite me last minute, I'm gonna say no because
I don't think so. Maybe she might have though, cause she got content like that. But this is like an older woman. She's married and stuff, but she gives like women advice on how to kind of navigate it. And it's funny as hell to me. But I thought of her because to Jay's question, or like to Jay's point about them getting weirded out, is and it's kind of what you just asked off camera, Jay. Like you can't really show them you like them. Like you gotta play them a little bit. So it's like when you asking questions about where Future is going, he gonna think like, oh, I got her. She wanna know what we turning this into. Like, but I don't think it's what you ask. I think it's how you ask it. Like I'm not asking because I'm trying to be your woman. I'm tell him you ain't looking for a man. I don't want no relationship.
it's the
I'm I'm
attack in the
I'm
comments.
doing me.
Who?
Dang, we getting attacked already. We just got on here.
Dang. All single women.
Man, took
You know what? You don't
non
like
factor.
it, so we're not even gonna talk
Crazy.
to you about women stuff. Okay?
I think we should move on because I don't that
Okay,
hating
yeah.
just kind of blew
Just
me.
the negative energy. Oh my
You
God.
know, like
You
get well
know?
soon, sir. That's what you should
People
be
need to
focusing
spend
on.
time doing other things besides trolling. Usher is up doing the Super Bowl next year.
Hey, I feel like that's gonna be fire.
It's
Like,
been confirmed. I think
I'm
it's
such
well
a proud
deserving.
wife.
You're a what?
A proud wife. So him
I'm
saying I'm
I'm
single, he just
annoyed.
lied to y'all. He just I don't know why Cody lied like that. Like, friend, we need to catch up. You don't even know what's going on in my life because I am very much married. Because Usher Raymond the fourth. Woo-hoo!
okay.
I love Usher. I think it's very deserving. I do like how he promoted it when he had like the celebrities doing like the callbacks to confessions intro. That was cute.
I have a question. So it was a lot of back and forth around Kim K's one. Like so he had Kim K, OBJ, Deion Sanders, Marshawn Lynch was the funniest to me. But people were like, they felt like instead of him using Kim K, they should have used Keke Palmer, just with all like the
And that would
recent.
have been an oversurge of Keke
I was
Palmer.
gonna
He
say
already
like
did the video and he
too much
spoke on
Kiki.
her. He did the Breakfast Club, I think yesterday or day before yesterday.
Hmm.
And they asked him about the situation and with Kiki and her boyfriend. He was like, "It's nothing on his end." He was like, "We did a video together. Like that's the response." Oh, not this my last show. What's the word? This is what I be talking
Goodbye.
about.
Anyways, like let's
Can
not
we
even.
not today? Like, I mean, we need to get into
Screenshot it,
training.
okay? Keep the receipts. We keep our receipts today. Back to Usher, Keke Palmer. So her name is Lauren Lorsa. She's like the
Oh,
guest.
Larsa Pimpin. Is she Larsa Pimpin?
No. She's the media personality. She's the guest host on the Breakfast Club, and she asked him like, "Do you like?" She referred to him as Mr. Steal Your Girl. She's like, "You're Mr. Steal Your Girl. You know, this is kind of like what you do." And he was like, "No, that's Trey Songz. Like, I don't do that." Personally, I feel as if
I don't think Usher is Mr. Stereo Girl.
no,
No.
he's Mr.
Ain't he in a
No,
relationship?
he said I'm Mr. Don't leave your girl around me. That's what he said.
Yeah, and if you like for real, and I think there's a difference. Like Mr. Steal Your Girl, like Mr. Steal Your Girl has to act on it. He come in, he be Usher don't got to do nothing but exist, baby. Oh, my man got to get stand. What you talking about?
Okay,
Stand there, and they gonna come to him. You hear me? Like, don't leave your girl around me. True, like
You
I
player
don't.
for real.
That's
Okay.
what hit for real right now. He'll tell you firsthand. You feel me? So it's like I don't. I agree. I mean, I can't not agree that the man is telling you what he is himself, but I don't. I don't think he's still your girl. I think people
And
label him
then
still your girl because they're intimidated by the effect that he has. Like
hmm
when you have something that other people don't, they find a way to like put some sort of negative light on it.
he literally just has like this charm about him
That's
that
all.
nobody
It's
else
all right.
on earth possesses.
Would
dang,
y'all
okay.
consider Usher the king of R&B?
Okay.
Not
The
too much
king
on
of
my man.
R&B,
What songs y'all want to hear?
Hmm.
everything nice and slow.
I need to hear You Don't Have to Call because
He
that's my
gonna come
song.
out
Like he
tonight.
gotta play You Don't Have to Call because I'm gonna be in there.
I definitely think he'll do You Don't Have to Call because I feel like that's one that like
He
spans
better not do Yeah.
across
I hate that song.
demographics.
Yeah.
What? Nice and slow?
No, yeah. Like don't do Yeah.
I
Like
He gonna
love
do yeah.
yeah. And you gotta
no.
bring
I
out
cannot stand Yeah. It's so corny to
He
me.
gonna do yeah.
you gotta
He
do
gonna,
Lovers and Friends for sure.
I don't think
You
he
want
gonna do
me to do
Lovers
that song?
because Lovers and Friends too black. It don't span
Yeah.
across the
I feel like you
demographics.
could slide it in there real quick.
Now maybe whoever come up with the set list, like they're under a lot of pressure. And you know who he should call? Whoever put 50 Cent set list together for his concert. I went in the city a couple weeks ago. Y'all, it was fire. Like so whoever if y'all watching, if you was on 50 team, go do Usher set list. Cause it was like you would literally forget how many hits a performer has
Yeah.
until you're at their concert. But
Mhm.
like they have to hit in a certain order for you to have a really good time.
I hated that they had that grown man upside down like that.
Ooh.
50 Cent at the Super Bowl.
Oh, I forgot about that. Why
He
you
looks
hating, Bree?
so uncomfortable.
That's what he's an
Yep.
artiste.
No, that was very uncomfortable for me to watch.
He's an artiste.
I
Okay.
couldn't. So I do agree with the Kim K situation. I thought he could have pulled somebody else besides Kim K. I have no clue why he chose Kim K.
It was rumors
It,
saying that she was the one
it was,
selected because you know it's rumors circulating that her and OBJ are dating. Her and Odell
I
Beckham. So
thought
it's
she was
like
dating the white foot. I don't know his name, girl, because I don't
I know
watch
you just said
football.
Pete.
But the
Oh
football player, I think Aaron Rodgers. They were saying she was dating one of them football
shit.
players. Yes,
Did Aaron
some
Rodgers
white
divorced
football
even
player.
Korea? Ain't he getting divorced?
I thought he
Girl,
was
I don't
married.
know. I know there was rumors of her dating. She dating everybody in the industry. Okay.
I thought it was OBJ, and they were saying that like it was
That
kind
is
of
very
funny.
childish of her, if it is.
Hey, either way, she got a bag, and I do think her script was kind of cute. Like I did not like her video. I just felt like, or do they have some sort of like good friendship we don't know about? You know what I mean? Like I didn't. It made
Mhm.
sense. Like all the other people, either their ties to the NFL or their ties to Usher. I think the best one was Usher calling Usher though, like him calling his past self. Like that, just watching that just motivated me to go be my best self.
What's your man?
Oh, baby, I'm going anyway. You know, I'm in Paris right now, so he's sending the jet for me for next weekend show. Because I
Okay.
told him I had to work today.
Can we come?
Oh, of course.
I love the
Oh,
Lulu.
oh,
Yes.
I ain't
may
never
your
wanted to.
Delulu become
I eat when y'all
Trillulu.
eat.
Okay.
Listen, y'all
You
know
got to manifest.
today is September 27th, 2023. See where I'm at next September 27th, 2024.
You better talk yo.
Put a pin in this, Shay. We need this clip. We're going to bring it back next year.
Maybe it's the manifestations for
You
me.
gotta manifest him breaking up with his girls.
Oh, but they already done.
You got a girlfriend?
Yeah. He
Yeah,
was with her for a minute, too.
yeah,
He
Oh,
talked very highly of her on Angie
he really
Martinez
does.
podcast.
Yeah,
I wanted him and Chili to work out, but that's neither here nor there.
really
We're-
dating. She's dating somebody from NSYNC, I think, or something like that. No. Who is she dating? It's one of them
I
white
know
boy
she's about to be a
athletes.
grandma, but it's possible because Nelly and Ashanti worked it out after 20 years, baby. Well,
Okay,
maybe
so they
10.
might get back together
You
if
never
Cindy
know.
knows how to interfere.
Who is
I don't
Chili
interfere. He gonna
dating?
come to me. You don't chase niggas, let him chase you.
Okay,
Insane.
he my man. He just ain't realized it yet. Okay.
That's all. He know what's up, though.
But yeah, we're definitely excited to see Usher next year at the Super Bowl. Well deserved. We've been waiting on this. This one for the culture.
Yo, pause real quick. So Chili is dating the boy from Boy Meets World, the brother from Boy Meets World.
Yes, I did hear
It's
that.
Hell,
such an odd couple.
Wait, you know what that just made me think of, though? Did
too.
y'all see that clip? Shay, can you try to find it? It's okay because it's very last minute. Did y'all see that clip of Topanga meeting J. Cole as they were
No.
like, the way she was touching all on that man? It's been
That is
like,
so
that's what we should
random.
have talked about on this live.
It's so random.
They was walking past each other, like probably like through a tunnel, some arena somewhere, and her manager tells her like, "There's J. Cole," and she sees him, and she's like, "Oh my god, I'm such a big fan. Ah, I just how many times you got to touch the man to tell him
Had
you're
her in a groupie on,
Let
like,
her
he,
rub on
oh,
that
thank you,
man,
likewise,
okay?
y'all humble and stuff." And she, the little white lady hand on your shoulder when she don't really want to let you go. That's what she was doing. It cracked me up. I wish we had it. Oh my god.
Let her rub on that man, okay?
Oh, I think Shay found it. I think she found
wait,
Peggy
let me
can do no
see
wrong
this.
in my eyes. Who even thought of the name Topanga?
Shout out to Shay. Okay.
She doing her big one, okay?
Super producer.
I love
Look at
that.
that hug though.
Such a big fan. Thank you. Thank you.
it. Hey, you missed the first part. She was so excited though.
J. Cole wasn't
Y'all, did you?
Yeah, everything.
She stuck her booty out and everything.
I
Yes.
don't see
Like,
anything.
oh, Bree.
I missed out.
She
It's
stuck
okay.
her.
We're gonna
She
send it
did
to you
one.
on the
She
side.
did that
Turn
one.
in the chat.
Thank you. It was nice.
Yes, it was the second touch for me. Like it
Oh
wasn't
my
bad because you
god.
didn't see the full thing, Cody. Stay out, like you got to see the whole thing. She touched him first, then she did like this, and then when they was leaving, she like touched him again. Like the man was trying to walk off, and she like grabbed him. It was like, I see you, sis.
Let
Y'all
her
think J. Cole cute?
I think
I
J.
think he used
Cole
to be
has
cute.
this. I just feel like he probably just smell like incense all the time.
I met him. This was a little while back. I met him. He was cool. That was when he was cute though. Like he
What
ain't look
makes
up
him not cute now?
I think he's cuter now.
as
He has like
homeless.
dreads. He still got dreads.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah,
he's
he got
cuter
like,
now with the dreads. It's giving like
I don't know.
a aura.
Okay, I was just curious.
So you don't think J. Cole is cute?
Me?
I don't think he ugly.
I don't think he ugly
No,
either. But
he's not ugly at all.
I like medium ugly men, so I feel like J. Cole is
So do
perfect.
I. I like medium ugly men too, and I like men with hair. But
I don't
Yeah.
like ugly. I need my man to look good.
The medium ugly ones, it's like the hair is like the incentive for them. I like that.
I don't like pretty boys, but you do got to be fine. Pretty boy, no. Like I ain't into all that, but like you gotta look good and you gotta look like strong and like yeah. I like that. I don't like medium ugly.
You gotta look strong.
Cause like I feel like a lot of like when we say medium ugly, cause we don't want the drama, right? But like no, I don't want the drama either. But you can look at my man. Cause if you could take me, he ain't mine. So I ain't worried about you trying to take
No,
him.
I just genuinely like medium ugly men.
That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah, it's not really the drama. Because I feel like medium ugly men that got money, the drama still come.
You don't
So
think
he can,
fine men can have money?
huh?
You don't think fine men can have money?
Yeah, but that's like extra drama.
Touche.
Okay, I agree with Chelsea. And you can't be out here dancing on TikTok. I do not want a dancing ass man.
Yeah, no, don't. Or you can't be 30 trying to rap still if your career hasn't like.
Y'all not supporting these men dreams?
I will
Support
give you a
someone.
chance,
I
but
can't do no up and coming rapper, y'all. Like it would be different if he already is in the industry.
what
Like
if he an up and coming rapper, but he has like a great like job in like real estate or something?
he
Like
can be a producer.
he can rap for fun. Well, if he not rapping to make money,
I'm just not dating no up and coming rapper. Like I'm not having nobody tell me, "Can you
I don't
share
know, I want to date
me?
a rapper, period. Like, y'all know how they be
Can
having a
you
rapper
introduce
or
me to Bree specific so I can get on What's the Buzz?"
don't do that.
no. That's actual and factual. I was at a that's what I did over the weekend. I went to a gender reveal for one of my it was amazing. My sister's having a girl.
Oh,
And like I was with some people from my chapter and one of them works in the industry and it was so funny how this dude just came up to her. Like first of all, he was ear hustling. She was talking to somebody else. And but then he just came up to her like, I heard you work in music. I'm a rapper. I would love to play you some of my no, he said he a producer. I would love to play you some of my beats. Matter of fact, we could just go sit in the car and listen to him right now.
what?
Why would you, so we had a family event? Like this is a whole gender reveal for her line sister. Why would she want to do that? And I ain't gonna tell you who it is. I'm showing her, telling her business, telling her story. But like
I want
that blew me for her. Like
to since I can relate.
I'm
yeah,
sorry.
exactly. Like annoying. But
Me, okay, he probably was thinking, "This is my one shot. Let me shoot." Okay.
you hear me? Like, and I kind of now that part of me kind of ain't mad at him, but no time and
No,
place. Like
it's
know your
definitely a
audience.
time and a place. It's very
Or
different.
I mean, he could have like, if it was really that detrimental where he felt like she wasn't gonna respond to him or follow up, do it at the end of the event. Like, hey,
Mhm.
yo, we all leaving. Like, let me show you something real quick.
Yeah.
That's creepy too, but
Well, I'm just saying, like, I mean, it's better than just, hey, let me interrupt your entire evening to show you my music, which is probably trash. Like,
Mhm.
wow, the comments are saying y'all 30 still trying to interview celebrities.
These comments been crazy. I just been ignoring them.
I'm gonna
I know you ain't talking.
Cause
take
the
The
audacity's at an all
audacity
time
to
high
me,
today.
real big
like,
audacity, okay? What's next? Chicago Bears. They suck ass and they've been. We can curse now, right?
I think so. Yes.
Okay. Chicago Bears suck ass. They've been kind of sucking ass and pause. But
Come on, you
they 0-3 right now. I
yep.
didn't see the game against Kansas City, but Kansas City won the Super Bowl this year, right?
girl, I don't
Yeah.
know. I
I
couldn't tell
think
you.
they did.
Probably no, they didn't.
They
According to
did it.
Cody, I don't
Who
know.
won the
No,
Super
The Rams won in 2022.
Oh, the Rams won. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't see Kansas City, but I saw the Bucks, and a part of me thought that they could have won the game with the Bucks,
The Bucks.
the Buccaneers.
Mm.
He said this subject. I'm not gonna lie, y'all. I had many of ex-boyfriends try to teach me the game of football, and it just never clicked in my head. Like I grew up watching baseball and basketball, but football is where I draw the line. I don't understand it for the life of me. They'd be like, "It's so easy."
It's not easy. While
It's
I was
not.
watching the game with the Bucks, I was on a date then, and I was watching the game, watching the game with the Bucks, and I was not understanding any type of instructions. I learned what a first down and a second down was, but as far as like the yard lines and how they structure football games, it just don't click to me.
Yeah, it's not clicking to me either.
I want to clarify. No, yeah, because I see the comments and you was right, Bree, Kansas City. I was thinking about last year, not earlier this year. So 2023 was the Chiefs, but 2022 was the LA Rams, which is technically
Right.
what I said. So I wasn't wrong.
You
Folks
was
are
right
trying to go in on these comments.
before
But yeah,
we're
this
not taking
year's
that.
winner.
We're not taking account.
I guess you know how we should have phrased it last season. Last season, the Chiefs won.
Last season, the Chiefs.
Not us having to be technical
Girl,
with a man
I
who's
thought this was
really
a fun show,
technical.
but
Baby, okay, the
we
freaking
ain't
I
gonna do
thought you
that.
was taking a break today. Like that's what I like. I mean, you should have just joined the live at this point.
Come
So
on, Cody, come on as our special guest.
he not trying to get this
not.
smoke. He not trying to get this smoke. It's too many of
Gee,
us.
22 champs. Now you
Anyway,
got me
at
Google
this
it.
point, let's just move on because
Okay.
Yeah, basically, the moral of the story is the Bears suck, but
the
I'm finna
Bears, but
Google.
they signed a quarterback, a new quarterback. His name is
20,
Jawan Williams, and he fine.
What he look
2022.
like? Shay, pull it up. I want to see him.
Jawan
Yeah.
Williams,
He
Joe.
probably he medium ugly. Bree,
Wait, who y'all talking about? I
would you
missed.
consider him medium ugly?
He'll look, but I think, yeah. For me, he fine.
He's 6.
No, I'm cool on Bree. At least you taking accountability for being cool on me. What we moving on to?
You tell me. Well, you know what? Since we talking about the crib and we talking about Chicago, and I mentioned the Rams. We talked to Cheno was out in LA and he brought out Keith and Reese, and I feel like that was a big moment for the city.
It was nice to see them
I
reunite.
think that was the closing show to his 3-show tour for the Acid Rap 10-year anniversary. So that was super cool to see. I think that just, I don't know, I just feel like that was a big moment. He literally had the crib outside on the West Coast. And I feel like, can Keith come back to Chicago yet?
No.
I
I
think
think it got
I think
lifted.
he could.
I think so, but I feel like even though just because he can, like, I just feel like we'll never get a moment like that in the city again, at least until maybe our generation is like 40. And if, by that time, if they still coming on stage, it's because they really broke. So I
No, we can
just,
always do like a drill reunion show or something.
they don't
I
even
don't think that's gonna
exist.
happen until they're older. Like she said, till they're
Yeah,
older.
like,
Like just to either do it or yeah, just to get some quick bread.
But I don't think they're gonna be
mhm.
broke. I think Chief Keef will never be broke.
I believe that. Because
Yeah.
I think he's sustained long enough at this point. Like when they start, that young, you just never really know. But I think it's cool.
I do like that. I feel like Chance is like that one Chicago artist that can bring like everybody together.
Yeah, like no matter the like whatever's going on, he just got that. It's home feel, like
Yeah, like he's like that.
copacetic peace. We brothers.
We're brothers. We're happy and we're singing and we're colored.
Give
Da,
me
da, da, da. Give me
a high five.
Insane. I'm so tired of talking about Krishan and Blueface, but
Me too. Take me out the group chat, please.
please, we do not want to know y'all business.
Don't care that much. Like,
I actually have a clarifying question on that.
Okay.
So, because I don't follow it, like I actively, I refuse. But I'll see little stuff on my timeline. The last update I saw, like the last like 2 updates, was she named the baby Krishane Jr., so he was all pissy about that. Then Krishane and Blueface made up. So she was talking about now she's legally gonna change the baby's name because it's not like he has a deadbeat dad. A bunch of BS if you ask me, because baby, the next time that man play in your face, you're gonna be trying to change your son name back again. But whatever. But now they're feuding again. But okay, it's because he put the baby penis on Instagram on live.
he's saying that pretty much his phone got stolen and his Twitter got hacked, and that's how that happened. But coincidentally, that's around the time y'all beefing.
And coincidentally, that's around the time where you actually figure out that your son had a hernia.
Then
They
he's saying the
got
baby not his now because
Yeah, it's
the
supposed to
her
be another
ex-boyfriend.
guy in Baltimore that is the baby daddy.
I'm not gonna lie, that little boy looked like the baby.
That little boy does look like that other man.
Yeah, he do.
You know what's really sick, and I'm a. There's a world where maybe it's okay if that other man is that baby daddy.
Yes, please,
Because
because then we
that might be the
no,
end to the Krishane and
it would
Blueface
not.
couple that we
No, it
need.
would not. He's obsessed with her. He will drag her to hell and back if that
He's
baby is
obsessed
not
with
his.
her.
Well,
And
then at that rate, they need to lock his ass up because, like, that's not okay. And that's that bad. Either way you do it, he gonna. I look at it like this: he's gonna always be obsessed with her, right? But like, what feeds their obsession is access. Like to get away from an abuser, like you have to end the access. And it's a very hard thing to do. I'm not saying it like it's easy, but like when someone's obsessed with you, you can't keep feeding the obsession.
Yep.
So it's like that kid is going to keep them tied for life. If that kid is not his, there is a greater chance, maybe not guaranteed, but a greater chance she can actually finally get the fuck away from that man.
But I also think
It's
that
her
they're
question though.
obsessed with each other. Like she's just as
Mhm.
much as obsessed with him as well.
Do you think that's that Stockholm syndrome? Like
Yeah.
when you become obsessed with your abuser
Yes, for
and
sure.
you wanna believe that they're, good and they love you, like
And
Yeah.
the home that she grew up in, a lot of the times they say if you come from like an abusive home, you come from those things, you end up repeating the patterns.
for
And
sure.
so we're seeing that here with her. She's just kind of repeating things, and he's the same thing. He's repeating what he saw. And so now they bringing children into this world. And unfortunately, if none of them get help, them kids don't repeat that,
And it gets messier because like Blueface mom is always entering the chat and saying her one two.
Wasn't she talking about they was cousins or something? I'm telling you, like I ain't
See,
gonna lie to you, it's
that
all
lady
third
is
hand information for me because
who y'all think is worse, her or Tokyo Tony?
Tokyo Tony words because at least his mom don't be like Tony just want to be famous. Like she just want to be famous on her
That's
own.
what his mama's doing the same thing.
No, but Tokyo Tony would like literally shake her ass on camera at her big age.
but does that make her worse? Because hear me out.
There are a lot of other entities, yes,
But
that make
hear me out. Black China is far more grown than Chris Shane and Blueface. Like compared to Black China, Chris Shane and Blueface are children. I ain't saying Tokyo Tony right. What I am saying is your daughter grown, is all outdoors, been grown for a minute. You been a grandma. You feel me? Like if you want to live your life, that's like not Melvin, Jody mama. When she got Melvin, mama got a life too, baby. So
no,
you
not
grown.
at all. No,
I tried it a little bit.
she was definitely abusing Black China for a very long
No, now yeah, and that I don't want to laugh
She
about. So
said,
the
I'm gonna rock your shit.
time.
She's like, rock it then. Rock it.
yeah,
She
I
was
forgot
really
about that part.
abusing
Okay, you're
her.
right. Scrap everything I just said because she's an
Yeah,
embarrassment to her
she was
daughter and
really
she will
abusing her.
traumatize her daughter.
I just think that it may look different now because like Black China is now Angela and she's like a year sober now and she's like getting her life together. Maybe Blueface and Krishaw can get to that point and his mom can get to that point too. But as of right now, they're just as bad as
And
Tokyo.
then let's add the other baby mama into the mix too. And then you just got a
Oh,
whole clown circus.
he signed both of them to his label. It's called
Baby, what's called MILF Records or something like that?
MILF Music.
MILF Music.
Who
I
got
So
milk music?
smart, huh?
Who
Blueface,
got milk music?
He signed both of them to his label, MILF Music. Both of his baby mamas.
you
I'm
seen
logging
you
off.
seen that you seen that song. She called herself Stewie and said she got big head.
hmm I feel like it's a good business move on Blueface part.
Oh, he's a mastermind. Like
Yes,
he is master
you know
manipulating
how
this
to
entire
capitalize
thing.
off manipulation of women,
Look, let me
and
tell
I
you
can't be
something.
mad at him about that.
He is taking it. I mean, he is no different than anybody else in the industry. They, capitalize off of what's going to get clicks. And at this point,
So
yep.
where is it now? Like where does it go? So the current state is they back beefing,
Mm-hmm.
but like what I mean as a cult, like what do you even take away from this? Like what is the you know what I mean? Like I'm trying to
I
formulate a
don't even think
question, but
there's a
like
takeaway. I just think I don't think
Um,
they're thinking of the bigger picture. On top of it's like a whole lot of celebrities that are going through this phase where like y'all exploiting each other, but y'all don't think about how y'all kid is gonna look at this when y'all kids get to the point where they can go on social media, they can Google that y'all put his penis on display on Twitter when he was like 6, 7 weeks
that
old.
poor baby, she
what
she
is
had
it
that.
don't
She
even
been
matter. I
having
was
that
gonna ask
baby
what is the type.
outside. Baby, not even 6 weeks old, having them outside. Just look, I'm Hispanic. We don't bring our babies out until
Okay, with the same little teddy bear jacket on, like, do you wash it, sis? What's going on?
Yo, come on, she's struggling. She might
she
it
is
might
not okay.
Right.
Let's be
I'm not a
clear.
mom. I'm not a
I
mom.
empathize with her as a mother. I really do. But this is my thing. We're still grown. I had my baby, my first child at 23. There were certain things at 23 that I knew better about. So I just think, yeah, she needs help, and I pray for her. I really do, because I hope that she gets away from all that toxicity for the sake of the baby and her mental health. Because it is very easy at this point in time to get postpartum and deal with, what comes with that, and the depression, and just her emotions are everywhere right now. So I definitely want to be clear that I hope that she does get some help. But as an adult, you have to also want to get the help. You got to want to, put yourself in a position to say, okay, I took on a little bit too much. Maybe I need to take a step back from social media, from, just, and then the people around you that are reaching out to help you, don't lash out at them. Tamika Mallory, she sent some words of empathy. Kiki Palmer, the same thing. So at some point,
She
you
popped
don't
up.
lash back out at these people who are trying to love on you.
Yeah.
So I mean, I think it's a lot of layered stuff with her. Maybe she feel like she don't deserve love. I don't know.
And I think that's where I'm saying like it you at some point it's this cycle is going to continue as long as they're connected in some way. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I mean? Like until you get to a space, and to your point, Jay, like I'm sure she absolutely needs help. Like even before this whole baby situation,
Yeah.
like first of all, y'all broke it down where y'all gave backstory to like their childhoods. Like that stuff I don't know. People really underestimate how you grow up and like the environment you're in affects you as an adult, especially
Mm-hmm.
in your personal
Consciously
relationships,
too. You don't even
romantic or
know
not.
it sometimes.
Yeah, I was very subconscious, like because you learned all of these behaviors without actively learning them. You know what I mean? Like if your mama acted a certain way, talked to you a certain way, like you naturally grow up and like imitate that. So I definitely think they need some sort of just help even before the baby from in their personal lives. But now to your point, they're in a relationship, they doing this, they like it's just going to be a never ending cycle of toxicity until somebody like severs the tie and really helps them see. And the hard part about change though is it's not linear and it's not overnight. So people start trying to do the work and they feel how hard it is, and then they run away and they shy away from it, and now all of a sudden is I'm never gonna change, no, like whatever. But it's like just keep going. Y'all know that little image where it be like what success looks like, and it looks like a straight line, but like it's really up and down. That's healing. It's up and down, but you will get to the end point if you keep
And
trying.
then, like, just keep in mind too, like, it is very hard to like, and we've all been there where we've had to separate ourselves from somebody, like a toxic situation or a toxic relationship, and how hard that is. So then you bring into the fact that she just had a baby, it just magnifies things to a whole new level.
And it's also
Um,
hard when you capitalizing off your toxicity. That's
mhm.
probably over
Yeah.
90% of how you making your money. So it's
Mm.
like, okay, I go and change my life around and be a good girl, and nobody's paying me to be dramatic or come out to clubs no more. How am I supposed to make my money?
I think that happened to somebody recently. One of them influencer, I think Alexis Sky was talking about that, how she kind of was changing her life around, and wasn't doing certain things that she was doing before, and she was kind of going more towards like her religious path. And she started losing money. She claims that she started, I don't know how true it is, but she said that she started losing money off of it. So it's definitely, I think there's some truth to that. Like, you're not feeding the bullshit. So how can we sell you at this point?
And and that's a process in itself for sure.
Hmm.
I mean, life is a process. It's a journey. So it's just like
Trust
I
and
don't
believe.
know. I don't know. I got so if it makes me think about. Did y'all see them clips of Carisha Please is circulating?
When she was kissing on Art,
I saw that one. It's
I
Carisha
did
looked real
there.
excited when she kissed her too. Like we're like you could tell like that was damn near like a dream come true for Young Miami. Like nah, I ain't finna hold you. And I feel like Carisha, if you see this, I know you go ahead. I mean, you've been waiting on that moment. Like she
She
was so
definitely
excited. It
was.
was all in her cheeks. Like she was blushing. Like she got a real life crush on that girl.
I thought they kissed before. That's not their first time kissing.
I wouldn't be surprised. Probably that night when they had
They've
that
been working out together, so they've been spending some time
Yeah,
together now
that's
that
not their first time
Ari
kissing.
is in Miami.
I think we got the kiss. Shay, pull the kiss up. I think we got it.
I want to see these
'Cause
lips.
and when it was first circulating, I was like, oh, it's an amateur kiss, but I had to think about like that's still two girls kissing on the lips. I thought thought they were showing a little tongue or something. Oh man,
I was like, it wasn't really giving what I thought it was gonna
yeah,
give.
I'm thinking
Let me
it's
tell y'all something.
you
That
know.
whole show was spicy. Like when I tell you spicy, I enjoyed myself.
It was very cute and quaint. Why do
Yeah,
it say gay at the top?
gay is crazy.
What's the
Disclaimer: we did
E?
not
What
put
is
that
the E
there. That
though?
just happens to be there.
Look, another definition for gay is happy, and you know what? A lot of people was happy to see that because they look good. I'm sorry.
They
I don't
both
even
look
like
good.
girls,
I give
but
it to them.
Who echoing? I know who's echoing. Okay,
Is that
got
me?
it. Go ahead, y'all. No, it wasn't. Go ahead.
So what other clips? Because I only saw the clip of them kissing, and then I saw the clip of her asking about is Hyena or her the drama.
Oh, so it was a
that
few.
Herb still
So
trying to mess with her.
that
Oh,
one,
that one
well,
too.
I don't think that one was really I think people overdid that one. And I think if you think about who Ari is as a brand, there was no way she was not going to answer that question honestly. And I don't think she did too much. Like whether Tyene and Herb are still together or not, at the end of the day, like Herbert, you know who your baby mama is. You know if you in her DMs or her text or something
Mm-hmm.
saying
You
something,
know she's
Oh,
it's
fine.
yeah.
I'm
possible it could
sure.
go out. So it's just like don't do that. But the clip I was talking about, because we were just talking about like journeys and these relationship stuff, was when Carisha asked her, did you stay or why did you stay when Bag cheated on you? And because people were kind of like, some people were attacking Ari for that, some people were like seeing where she was coming from. So I was just kind of curious, like, in those situations, do you stay? Do y'all think Ari's crazy for staying? Like, it's given. I'd rather cry in a Bentley than in a Honda Civic, but
I don't think
I
she
would
crazy
rather
at
forgive a
all.
man that bought me a Bentley, but um, I just feel like we at an age where it's like sometimes you just gotta work it out with people.
I think it depends on the situation. I think in from what I heard about the backstory between like based off of the interview he did with Angie Martinez where he kind of talked about it and then based off of things that I've seen just throughout social media, I think he was going through a lot at the time. And I'm not giving an excuse to cheating, but I think that the most important thing you can do if you're going to cheat and if that happens and y'all decide to stick it out, is to figure out the root of the problem. What is the root of the problem? What is the reasoning? Like I was actually having a conversation with somebody and he was telling me, like, he was honest with me. He was like, I cheated. And I go, okay, well, he's like, I had to go to therapy and figure out why I was doing it. Because then I realized, like, this person wasn't, for his situation, he wasn't getting what he needed out of the situation. And maybe he didn't know how to express that. So I think there's reasons. It's not always just, oh, you a dog, you cheating, I'm letting you loose. Sometimes it's some real deep issues behind it. And yeah, I don't know.
And when he talked about it on Angie Martinez, I thought he
Mm-hmm.
actually explained that he was remorseful about what happened and they actually
yeah.
worked through it. So I feel
I
like
think
if you feel like it's worth it to work it out with this man, I feel like if you're gonna work it out, you gotta see some type of growth. But if I'm gonna forgive you and we just go back to just being regular, doing all of one two, what's the point of me forgiving you? I can move on for that.
You gotta go see the lady.
Okay.
You gotta go see the lady, okay?
I think I agree that he like gave a really good perspective and like handled it really well when he explained it on Angie Martinez, because I think he took genuine accountability. But I don't know, like I'm not saying you shouldn't stay or never go back or nothing like that. I just feel like personally, even if you know you want to be with this person, when you find out you can't stay, G. And it's not even like no ego thing. It's more about just like the way humans process. Like, and it's I'm not saying go out your way to punish a person, because that's doing it wrong, but like I'm gonna leave you just to show you I don't tolerate this shit. Like that's a deal
So
breaker
do
for me.
do
Now if
you
we can come
leave
back
and
from a
maybe
deal
like
breaker,
come
go ahead.
back? No,
Yeah,
I
I
was
was
gonna
saying maybe we can come
say,
back from that deal breaker,
yeah.
and that would be based on the things that Jay said, like getting to the root of the problem, having the conversation. But also, when you made this choice to cheat, you did that by yourself. So I'm not gonna say maybe all of your healing will be alone, but you need to initiate that process by yourself. You need to isolate and figure out why the fuck you was willing to risk X, Y, and Z or do whatever because of whatever's going on with you internally.
So
Um,
you wouldn't work it out with him while he's healing. You want him to heal first, then y'all.
No, you gotta heal
No,
first. I
that's
agree.
not what I'm saying. I'm saying like a mixture. I'm saying the first thing we're gonna do is we breaking up. This ain't no, oh, you cheated this morning and tonight we in bed and baby we gonna get through this. Boy, that's how I feel about it.
Hmm.
But as we continue, you know what I mean? Like if this is what you're serious about, if I know that the good outweighs the bad, like it's worth figuring this thing out, we can figure it out together, but there's a large portion of it that you are naturally gonna have to do alone. Because
You have
whatever
to
led
prove
this to
yourself at
you,
that point. Like
yeah,
it go, you
you know what
go,
I mean?
you
Like
start over at that point because all trust has been completely lost. So I agree with you, Cindy. I think staying, but not necessarily staying where it's like, oh, we finna lay up in the bed together. No, you got to do some. You got to do what they call, what you say. I need Bree, shadow work.
Okay, you gotta do that shadow work
You got to do shadow work.
and hold yourself accountable.
for real, and like, especially when when it's one of them situations where like you really was just doing something to do it. You wasn't even. It's not even that
Doing it because
your
it's
partner
there.
was lacking. Yeah, like that. That says something about you. That's a lack of discipline.
I
That's a lack
feel
of.
like
That's
if
an
that's the
insecurity.
reason, if you give me a reason as to actually cheating, like physically cheating, and you said, "Oh, I just be doing stuff," like I just did it just because, I don't think I'm forgiving you for
Yeah, I'm not
that.
forgiving you
That
either.
can happen again. There's
Mm-mm.
no.
But that's the point. It could happen again unless you do the work. Like, because I think one thing too, and I don't think it's just work on one side, because if you are willing to work it out with somebody, you can't come back constantly bringing that up either. You know what I mean? So you're going to have to do some work to figure things out. And I think the key that you got to figure out is 9 times out of 10, it don't be personal. Like when somebody hurts you, when somebody
Mhm.
breaks your
It
trust,
has
it
to do with
ain't
them.
just about cheating.
Yeah.
I mean, like say one of your friends hurt your feelings, like it feels very personal. But 9 times out of 10, it ain't. It's something that's off with them, or internally they ain't figured out yet. And it's like, okay, you know what? Go ahead, my whoever, like my girl, my guy, like you work on that, because what you just
I
did kind of foul. But I get it. It's not personal.
I
So
want to add. Oh, I was gonna say. I was gonna add just something really quick. Also, if you know that you are not a person that can forgive, don't matter what type of work that they do, please do not put yourself through the ringer trying to forgive this person if you know you can't move on from it.
you need to do
Like,
your own shadow work if you can't forgive people. I feel like that's the worst thing that you can do is like not forgive somebody for something. Not to say you
but
gotta
if you have an open wound, you're not gonna keep throwing salt on it. If it's triggering you to be with this person, you have to remove yourself.
but that but
I
my
think it's
brother
triggering for them
forgiving
too.
doesn't mean that you necessarily got to still stay. But I think it is important to forgive somebody just for your
Oh
own.
yeah, of course. I meant more so moving past the cheating part to be with that person. Like if you know that you can't move past that because it's a reminder every time something happens or whatever the case is. I don't know. I think you should move around because I did that one time and it did not end well.
I think you should move on for yourself and for that person, because if they genuinely trying, like, don't you can't. That's not helping them either. You know what I mean? So I don't know. But I
Oh,
see
child.
producer saying something, Bree.
I never got. Wait, I can't see nothing.
She
I'm
said we're gonna do a commercial break after
Commercial
this.
break.
So
all right. Let's play this commercial, man. Cause is it the same one as last week?
I think it's a different clip, but yes.
What is going on?
Roll the tape.
Oh, treat it. Are we back? I literally did not even see the commercial.
But we gonna have to
I don't know what's going on with my life over here.
yeah, like why you can't ever see nothing?
I don't know. I hate it.
We're gonna have to work that out, sis.
And I was looking forward to this.
That was
Okay.
another technical difficulty.
I don't know. It's technical difficulties.
Ain't gotta ask me to roll. Go, go. My session free liquor for more. Go, go. And let the city in months. Cause here we can do what we want. Baby, come feel you a rush. Go, go. I counted till she rack it up. Housekeep it that we in a rush. Go, 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 go. The platinum came in with a truck. My babies came in with a trust. All of it happened for us. She ain't magically backing shit up. I'm casually filling my cup. Let Uzi, I do what I want. Go, 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 go. The stick is so heavy, take one to the heady. It feel like machete and look like confetti. My baby in Prada, I'm proud as a parent and killer could sweat. Batty before she looked better when pregnant. My legacy kicking, I'm breaking a sentence. Go, go, 50 and Louis for all of the trenches. Go, go, going stupendous, this shit is tremendous. White tee, tank top, iron and Benjis. 444 and I don't eat Wendy's. American boy, UK eccentrics. Poor call shoot, I'm about that business. Go, 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 go. Let me a little kitty like her. Cause she got that booty that roll. She got my back to the ropes. I'm saying her favorite with words. Go, 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 go. I'm lit, she lit, we lit. Come here, girl, move them hips. Goddamn, girl, you too thick. Bad bitch, go let me hit. That bitch wanna have my kids. She wanna see how I live. I lose my time, I live. Got everybody on my dick. Baby, what's wrong? Now your ass all in your feelings. You should never went through my phone. Leave me alone. Hollywood, I'm too turned. This bitch not be in my zone. Now I'm in my bag. Stupid ass bitch, you slept, you mad now. Ain't no coming back. Bitch, that's dead. I know you sad now. I'm lit, she lit, we lit. Come here, girl, move your hips. Goddamn, girl, you too thick. Bad bitch, go let me hit. Go, 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 go. Yeah.
It's money again. He like when I drop, then I pick it back up. Move to the beat, he like how I be moving my hip. When I'm on the stage, for sure these toes getting touched. All with my bestie, she fucking it up. Baby designer, miss put that shit on, popping out trim, that's at any event. One of a kind, I'm not your average female. Girl, when I'm doing this, like I throw it, throw it, throw it back. Don't wanna fuck, just give me the neck. Look gangsta bitch, I be repping my sad. I dog a nigga, say him to the really a savage, I can't go outside. Why would I listen to one of you niggas? Growing up lit, never listen to dad. I'm in the bitches, but only the bad. Know it's a go, go, go. Life for the party, rock out to the beat. Me and Take Cole, but we bringing the heat. Hollywood making hoes dance in the street. He like when I drop, then I pick it back up. Move to the beat, he like how I be moving my hip. When I'm on the stage, for sure these toes getting touched. I'm with my bestie, she fucking it up.
Drop that shit down low. 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 Go, 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 go. Yeah, drop that shit down low. Drop that shit down low. Go, 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 go. Yeah, drop that shit down low. Drop that shit down low. Go, 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 go. I counted till she rack it up. Let's keep it, then we in a rush. Go, go.
Man, I don't care what they think. Matter of fact, blow too damn right. I won't blink. I won't walk from my home. Cause they ain't making out the streets. Rest in peace to the home. Till then I won't sleep. I work hard, play hard, damn right. That's my motto. Niggas think I hit the lotto. Cause I'm always popping bottles. Hit the strip club, don't stack. Watch that cat throttle back home to my white cuz. She my supermodel.
Stop. Wait, let me go first. You made a mess. It's a fire hazard. Oh my gosh. You did a lot with doing nothing. So you say you've been dancing 20 years?
Yes, off and on.
You don't do pole tricks?
No.
What do you do outside of dancing?
I'm an actress.
So you've been acting off and on when you're not dancing?
I do multiple things. I'm just an entrepreneur. I'm a hairstylist. I got a clothing line. I got a boutique. I'm a mother of 5 kids.
I want to give you a shot because I feel like I see the potential, but I just couldn't put the pieces together. Like, you was doing the tricks, but they wasn't measuring up. I got a lot of old school girls who do what you were trying to do, and it was giving.
My face explains the commercial. So check out Boss Tech Boot Camp Atlanta on Origin TV. Also, go check out Taylor Bennett's new video, Go, featuring Hollywood and Moni G. Turn up for the city one time. That was our commercial break. Bree, you gotta unmute, girl. But that Boss Tech commercial, can y'all do that? So it was the girl was stripping and she was
I
like
look forward to
auditioning.
those commercials.
Yes. And she had a water bottle in between her booty cheeks and she squeezed it. And water went everywhere.
Who comes up with this stuff?
Yo, you know what I wonder? Do they get a sponsorship for the water bottles that they use?
Probably not.
That'd be dope though.
Probably not.
I
That
feel
just
like if you find the right water brand, they'll definitely sponsor.
Maybe. I don't
Hey, I
know.
talk about
You know what they need to do?
Taylor Bennett song.
I think it's go, go, go. It's a go.
I liked it.
It's
We
a go.
reviewed it last night on What's the Buzz.
Oh really? What did it rate?
A
I
3.
didn't get to watch last night.
5.
Why 3 out of 5? Break it down for us.
A couple of the comments critiques, I should say, were the song was a little too long. Um,
I agree.
like Taylor could have cut his verse a little shorter. And there's this one part at the end, like the bridge part, that I feel like could have came in earlier. But it was 3 out of 5. 3 out of 5 is not bad at all.
That's
I
all.
like it's a vibe.
I
Y'all,
definitely.
no, I was just thinking about this artist I had sent for y'all to review her music, and she was like, "They hated my music." I'm like,
Who was it? No, you don't gotta say. Don't say it on here.
I'm not gonna say her name, but it was crazy. I was like, "Oh, I'm sorry."
I
They didn't know what to say. I was like, "Go harder." I don't know.
hate is such a.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. I hope she don't internalize it as like she's bad. Like take the, you know what I mean. Like to Bree's point, it's critiques. So apply the critiques. You know.
Exactly.
Yeah. We over here trying to, you know what I'm saying, turn the city up.
Mm-hmm. Well, she wasn't from Chicago, so that might have explained why she felt like that. But
Oh yeah, we come off a little more
yeah,
aggressive than
we
other
definitely
cultures.
do.
So.
Was she from New York though? Because you know a lot of people from New York, and New York is far more aggressive than us.
Let me tell you something. I've had people from New York tell me I'm more aggressive. I don't feel like I am though. Yeah.
Love you dearly, but I could actually see that.
Yeah, you are.
Not because you give Bronx on steroids, like.
It's probably because you kind of got a mixture of Chicago and New York.
Okay, see, that's probably what it is.
And then mix that in there with that Latina, yeah.
Okay, that's a monster.
Yeah, a
monster,
a good monster.
Yeah, like a good monster, like Nicki Minaj monster.
There you go.
Oh, I could do that. Okay.
She washed Hov and Ye on that song.
Okay.
And they'll tell you she did.
One of her best verses ever.
Literally ever. Like I feel like that was the verse that really had them like. Yeah, I feel like that's a verse that probably like solidify her in the game. Like she had others, don't get me wrong, but like when you had the 2 top male, hunchos, like, oh yeah, like I was scared in the booth. Baby, that's legendary. Can't nobody come behind that.
Ever. Y'all better stop playing with Nicki.
That's why it makes me sad, all this corny stuff that be going on around her.
But she be doing some corny stuff too. Like
she
be spazzing.
You know what that makes me think of though? A conversation think piece. So a lot of the corny stuff that they like putting on her, they're saying is because of her husband. Like he's a cornball, he's a felon, he's all these things. So do you think that your partner is a direct representation of you?
No.
No. Mm-mm. I feel like we're all individual. That's the same thing what they say with friends, though. Like, oh, there is a saying that's like, "Show me who your friends are, and I'll show you who you are." But I feel like we are as humans, we are dynamically different. Like, we're our personalities. We could get along, but that doesn't necessarily mean that we're all alike. I could match with somebody. I don't want somebody that's like me. Grow me, baby. So I don't know. I don't feel like your partner is a representation of you necessarily.
I feel like in some ways it could be, Like it could just kind of be like, okay, well, if he act like this and y'all kind of act like this, if that's what y'all enjoy, and you might not see it internally,
Mhm.
but as a whole, no, I don't think that her husband is a direct representation of her. I just hate that when he do open his mouth and he do like stunts and antics, it is corny. But he don't do them that often. I feel like for us to be like he's a corny person.
She was dating Safari, so it's like she like corny men.
She like corny men, and that's fine. But I don't
Mhm.
think he's as much of a cornball as they say he is. We don't even know him. He barely.
I'm about to say, yeah, they probably make her feel good. You know what I mean? Like you usually with a person for how they make you feel, which is a whole nother rabbit hole to go down. Because is feelings all that really matter? No, because love ain't enough. Like you need more. But
But that's
I
also
think
what we was talking about earlier when Jay was like, "Should a man like you more than you like him?" It was probably why she with all these corny men because they like her way more than she like them.
Yeah, and you got to remember, Nikki is a dominant woman, and I feel like I don't know. I feel like she might not want a dominant man because it might not work for her.
her current husband gives dominant though, like maybe not in like business or whatever else because she has an actual career and it doesn't appear that he does, but like he give off that aura that like I'm from the streets and I'm
He give
old
off that.
school.
He definitely give off that New York roughneck type.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So I feel like in some ways he is dominant. And I think even as a dominant woman, you still want a man to be dominant in some capacities
I know
because
I
men
do.
always have to lead and like,
Facts.
you know what I mean? But I think the crazy thing about it is it's like it's only two types of men that can deal with a dominant woman. Like if you on that in between, it don't really work. Either a man that's a super like loser that you just let her run all over you, or a very strong, confident man where you can understand that her dominance, her being an alpha woman, is not competition or a threat to you being an alpha male. It's
Mhm.
actually a compliment. And you know how to use that to your advantage to like make her be soft when she needs to be. You know what I mean?
That's what
Like,
I'm saying. Like,
That would be very ideal.
but very rare.
Okay.
tell me to sit down and relax. Like,
Because the
and be
second you talk,
quiet,
the
man.
second
I
you
be
talk
tripping
back, but the second you
sometimes.
talk back, the average man, oh, you being disrespectful. Like he working off his ego now. You know what I mean? When it's like, no, it's not an ego attack. You know what I mean? But I do think as women, like we also have to know when to shut up. I think as humans, I want to be clear on that. I think as men and women, you have to know when to shut up. But I think when you think about the dynamic of men and women and like naturally how men are more egotistical and whatever, like just you gotta learn how to play them. Learn how to just mute.
Hmm.
I want a dominant man.
Me too. I need you to just tell me to be quiet, cause
Lead the way. Let me put my feet up. I
I
like
be
being a passenger princess.
yeah, like
Not
I already gotta be all of that in the world. Like, let me just be soft when I'm
exactly.
with you. Like, I want
And
to
now
cook you
these
dinner
men
and
want to
shit.
be the baddies.
You said what about the baddies, Bree?
All the men want to be the baddies. They want to be passenger
Little
daddies.
mamas,
I think so.
it's the little
Is
mama.
it that men want to be little mamas and passenger daddies, or are men realizing the value in them? I don't want to say being taken care of because a man naturally
We don't
wants
let
to
them have a soft life, which I do think that some men should have soft.
Yeah, I feel like the same way
soft
we got to show up in the world, so do they. But I think it should look different. You know what I mean? Like it's not
I think
the
it
way
should look
you
like
get to have a
therapy.
soft life is not identical to how I get to have a soft life.
no, for sure.
Yeah,
You
like
should not want to have my type of soft life.
so. What does a soft life for a man look like?
Cater to you.
Hey, I actually like that song.
Yes, that's
Y'all know
it.
them little tweets
That's
when
it.
they be like when y'all be having these conversations about what you wouldn't do for your man. I shut up. That's me. I shut up, baby. Because if
I
you
would
handle
shut up
your
for the
heart,
right one.
you
You'll
said
do
what?
anything for the right,
I
for,
will. I
like,
will do
for the
anything
right one, girl.
Yeah, the right one get
Right,
whatever.
I love you.
But he gotta believe he the right one, because some men don't even believe they deserve that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? So that's why, like, I don't want to put men who do want like that down. But it
That's
is
why
how you handle it. But it's some men that like they won't even allow themselves to be loved. They won't even allow you to do something nice for them because it's gonna make them less of a man, or you probably gonna make them feel something they ain't never felt, and now they want to run from them feel. And it's like, yo, chill out, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? But
that's why you gotta go to therapy, man. I get so turned off by men that be like, I'm not paying nobody just to sit and talk to me or tell me what I need to do. Like,
I be trying to do the work to hear past that. Like, I try real hard to hear past what you're saying and know that what you really mean is like you don't know or understand the value of it, or you just don't see the value in it. Maybe you do understand, or you're not ready to heal yet. But it get hard because it's like, one, I'm a very direct person. So what you say to me is what I internalize. So when I start having to do all that figuring it out and seeing past your emotions, bye Felicia, because you gonna do
Oh,
that for
yeah.
me half the time. No, like you gonna take it, like men are literal, right? So if I say something, you ain't finna rework my word. I don't got time for all that.
A lot of the times too, they never grew up in houses where it was okay to express themselves. So how can we expect them to want to go and talk about their feelings when they're not used to talking about their
I
feelings?
agree.
So
I agree.
it's
I,
men can be very complicated at times, I feel like, even though they be saying they're simple.
I agree with that. I agree. And I think all that complication comes down to them not knowing how to, or not being taught or feeling safe enough to navigate the emotions
Mhm.
that they internalize. You know what I mean? Like they say and do what they mean. Don't ever be confused about that. But like half the time they don't. Like, and I've been seeing a big push of that on TV. Like, yeah, the TV shows I've been watching lately, like not only are they really pushing therapy in the black community, but like it's been specific on the men. Like these men be messed up. Like this one guy, he at the hospital, his mama dying, and his girl there, she a good girl too. Like he love her, he want to
what
be with
show
her.
is this?
And it's a Tyler Perry show, so I can't tell you. I'm a little embarrassed. Hold you. I'm not even gonna hold you. I'm fake embarrassed. But it's like, so they at the emergency room, and she's an awesome woman. She been there for him. Like this his dream girl. Do y'all know he snapped out on her and told her, I don't even know why you here. You need to just leave. Go home.
Oh, okay. I know what
He's a
you're talking
teamer. He's a teamer.
about.
So it's just like, what? Like, you know what I mean? It's like, and then you expect somebody to come back because his mom ended up in the hospital again and the lady died. So
And
now
then, but then he allowed like his ex girlfriend to stay.
yes, he did. Now she wasn't even an
Told
ex
the girl
girlfriend.
he was
No,
his.
a ex little thoink he used to hit, and they friends from childhood. That wasn't even a girlfriend. That was a thoink. Like Connie was given very much. I don't even care if you got a girlfriend, you could still come beat it up, and that's
Okay,
exactly what she was. And but that's because he didn't. But that's that complication part. I think Jay's speaking to. Like it's easier to not have to worry about how you're showing up in front of a thoink. It's easier not to have to worry about how you showing up in front of a childhood friend. You
Thoink.
know
I
what I
ain't
mean?
never heard that. Thoink. I'm gonna
Yeah,
use
or
that.
he just feels more comfortable in that
yeah.
space. That's just what he used to run it back to. So
hmm
yeah,
but this new love, this safe space, this person, like it's almost like he don't want to believe she'll accept that this is his life because he don't even want to accept that this is his
that's
life.
literally what it was.
Yeah,
It was
It's
just
scary too when you got to talk about your feelings because that make it real. Like, you know what
yeah,
I'm saying? Like that
it
makes it
does.
very much real. It's one thing thinking about it in your head. It's another thing when you bring it to the forefront and you're actually saying what
mhm.
has happened to you, what you're going through, or like what you're feeling. Makes it
That's why
real.
I think that's why so many people choose avoidance. But
Hmm.
I don't know. For me personally, avoidance is more. It's what's the word? That disturbs me more. Like it's harder to live with avoiding something for me personally than it is addressing it head on because I know it's always there. Like I might could ignore it today, I might forget about it today, but the fact that I avoided it is gonna show back up tomorrow. It's gonna show back up next week.
Um,
Like
it's
so
gonna
that scares me. That gives me anxiety.
But see, a lot of people don't even have that realization though. They don't even know that. Like they don't even know like, oh, this is gonna catch up to me. They
Yeah,
just, they're so good at like putting it to the back burner that they don't even pay attention to what's in the future at that point. So I mean, I think women are more reflective in that sense.
that's why you
Um,
got to do your shadow work.
yeah.
yeah, get you a shadow, get you a journal.
You should have
I'm dead at Chelsea talking about Thoinks. Yeah, I didn't even realize the comments was
crazy.
going this crazy.
What is a thought? Can we elaborate on that?
Oh my god, on Thoinks.
Where did that even come from?
I just keep thinking when I hear thoink, I just hear thoink, thoink,
Okay, Thorn, you crazy. Everything.
Oh, we how we bringing up R. Kelly 2, 3 shows in a row. They gonna cancel us. Um, a thoink is it's like a thought. It's like a little bop, a little, you know what I'm
I
saying?
just think,
Like
just think of like doink, and you hit
a
him in
little
the right
John.
forehead.
You probably could flick a thoink. No
Doink.
BS. And she'll still thoink. You a thoinker. She don't got no self respect.
I'm with Chelsea. I'm definitely calling people thanks from now
She
on.
in it for the D.
Mhm.
You know, she in it for the D. She don't want nothing else but the D. So you thoink her, you can thoink her, you can thoink on her head. She a thoink. Word of the week, kids, thoink.
What the hell?
Ah, we having fun, y'all. This is great. Thanks for having me on. Oh my God.
You should come back next. Well, I won't be back next week. So
Why won't you be back next week?
I was told this is my last show. I'm getting fired, guys. It was nice.
Yo, we ain't talked to
Well,
each
then
other
a
about
points
that
to
yet. So
Cody been going crazy in these comments from like y'all. He was coming for us doing our therapy talk. You might feel like a safe space on that TV show. That girl was a safe space for him, and he knew it. That's why he let her come back to the hospital, and he went to therapy and he did the work because he realized it.
And I just
Okay,
don't
we talking about
understand
a
how
TV
can you
show.
be in love with somebody but not want to show them all of you, but you want to
I
show some.
can understand that. Actually, I can understand that.
Why does it as a man? Why don't you see that as disrespectful?
Because they're not trying to be disrespectful. What I can't see is how you gonna say you might think you a safe space, but you're not. When like clearly that girl is a safe enough space where you're keeping her around. Like
Exactly.
you maintain connections with people for a reason. So whether it's your friends, whether it's your romantic partner, men and women, to some capacity, they are exactly a safe space for you. And I feel like that's what dude realized on the show. But I think to Bree's point, I don't even think it's like he didn't do it to her. I think that's what I meant earlier when like half the stuff people do to you is not personal. He didn't even realize how messed up he was himself. Like he think he doing his job as a son, just listening to what his mama say or protecting whatever. You know what I mean? Like I can't let her see my family in this light, or I can't let her see me in this light. But it's like, but that ain't personal to her. But to your point, Bree, I do think men specifically should be more aware of like how it comes off, because it's at the end of the day it's impact over intention. Like you might not have meant to hurt me, but telling me leave and do all of this and pushing me away when I'm just trying to be there for you is a very hurtful thing.
that's where communication is key. You know, people don't know how to use their words because if you use your words and say, "Look, I'm not trying to push you away, but I need space right now," that's different. You know, I can respect your space, but if you pushing me away and making me feel like I ain't no good to you, why am I here?
And you bringing another woman in is insane.
But what you say earlier, Jay, they don't even realize that's how it is. Like some people ain't even got there yet. People haven't matured to a space to say, hey, it's not you, it's me, and I just need some space to process this. Well, I just had this conversation the other day, and I was talking to somebody who had gotten to a very bad place in their life, and I was just like, yo, like when you push people away when you're in a bad space, like think about how it comes off to them, or like when you're bad mouthing them or doing whatever. And they was just like, when you don't want to look in the mirror and admit you're the problem, you'll literally do that to anybody. You'll do that to your own mother. And it made me think about like like people who struggle with addictions and stuff. Like I have that in my family and I've seen it. Like for anything, when you're just feeding your own ego or feeding whatever feeling you're chasing, you will
You don't
hurt
care.
anybody. Your
You
mama,
don't care
your dad,
about
your
nothing you
children.
say or do at that
Yeah.
point. Yeah, I've experienced that myself in my family, and that's something that is like. And then on one hand, it's like you want to help the person, but you also realize that that's something that they have to like. You can be a support, but that's something that they have to overcome on their own because
Christian,
nobody can make you.
baby
You
girl
know,
got to get tired for anybody can help her. Christian got to realize that like this not life. This not all to life. You know what I mean?
and then it's also giving yourself. I think with people who've gone through things, they don't give themselves permission to live life too. Like like giving yourself the permission to be happy or enjoy certain moments, especially if you have guilt that comes with like especially with addiction, there's guilt that comes with that. So giving yourself permission and forgiving yourself in those moments, that's part of healing too.
No, I absolutely agree. I absolutely agree. So I don't know, sis. What you been listening to? I think Bree had to take a little one too. Because I thought we got heavy and we was having so much fun, and then it got so heavy.
Yeah, it got a little heavy,
Yeah,
got a
but that's
little.
life. Because that's balance. You know what I mean? You gotta talk about the real stuff.
Of course, of course. Well, I actually been listening to. I've been trying to get more into with local artists. So I've been listening to this album called Trap Lease. It's by Nick Stacks. I actually got a profile on Nick Stacks on our website. Y'all want to go check it out. Read up on him. Dope artist from Chicago, producer, cool ass ice. They're like a duo, and one produces and one raps. So super dope. Trap Lease a dope album. Y'all go check it out. But that's what I've been
Is
listening
it
to.
like NICC?
Yes, yes,
Okay.
yeah. What you been listening to, Cindy?
Can I take a moment and pause? And I just want to say that when Bree, you came back on camera and your hair was to the side, your edges are light.
I told her she been glowing today.
Yeah,
Like
them edges, girl. I couldn't see them face on, but when you came to the side, I say, hold on, what
Well,
kind of
thank
edges
you
are
guys.
that? I need some of
Appreciate
that.
it.
That's cute. Look at you. I love when you smile. You should
Thank
smile
you.
more. You're so
I
pretty.
appreciate this good energy. I receive it.
Yes, smile.
Y'all.
What have I been listening to? I don't think nothing new. I'ma actually just open my title app and tell y'all. Because for a minute, I be getting stuck on like when I like something, I like it. And like a month ago, I was going through a really pivotal point, and I think that's when that Gotti tape dropped.
Mm.
Um, and I love Gotti. Like,
he
so
was talking hit like one time he was talking like I heard a few songs and I was like
Gotti been there
it
since
woke up the boss in me. I was like, yes.
yeah, probably the first cocaine music. Like I used to. It's kind of sick how much I used to just bang that in college. A couple of them. I think he was on 7 by the time I like. I
You
don't
was listening to Gotti in college, Cindy. I cannot
know.
see this.
Absolutely, girl. At one point, I was listening to Lil Boosie, Lil Webby because they was dropping them hits. Like I'm telling y'all. Let me.
Yo, Cindy was that girl. You know how they be saying in the meme, it's like people walking through the office and they got their headphones in. They're like, in my head, I'm selling drugs. That was Cindy.
You will never know what's really on there. You will never
Legit,
know.
okay?
Yeah, I would say the Gotti mixtape. I'm trying to think if it's anything new, but I don't really think something super new has really jumped out to me. I do like Brent Faiyaz's new song, "The Way You At." I like almost anything, not everything, but I like almost anything Brent does. So I saved that one to my tracks the other day because it came up. I saved that. I had thrown on some old Jeremiah after the 50 concert and after we was talking about him.
Okay.
So I had late nights kind of going a little bit.
I
Ooh,
was
you
listening to
waiting,
late
baby,
night
you
after the
waiting.
last live.
And you know what, y'all? I'm not a Hive member, but I think all the talk about Beyonce concerts, I've been kind of revisiting some of her old songs. Because what really happened was I started studying the concert, and I feel like she's had like, shout out to Rod Wave, shout out to Shay Her, but yes, Rod got skills. But I was studying like just different Beyonce content, and it took me back to a lot of her old songs. I'm listening to old Beyonce.
So they have like a playlist with the whole Renaissance set list, and that's what I've been listening to.
I think
like
it's dope.
First album Beyonce will always be like special to me. I just signs. That's how you like it, but with Jay-Z,
I like it, honey.
like give me like New York, like walking through the sun.
Sound like that no more.
Would have thought should have had my back. Do rag, I guess the match.
Ain't nothing wrong with
Girl, I'm
that.
gonna listen to that right now.
Where my girls at?
White t-shirt, I love that. Timberland Bush, you love that.
It's the best. Yes, come on, B.
Yes.
That was my album. I love that album.
I love that for y'all.
What you been listening to?
The Beyonce set list for sure has been getting me through my day. Doja Cat. I like Doja Cat project. And I'm not really a big Doja fan, but
So you watched the Devil video everybody was
I
talking
don't watch
about?
her videos. To be honest, her videos really give me like
they demonic.
I heard they satanic.
They are
yes, very
satanic.
much so.
You gotta go to church after you watch them, or you gonna go to
like
hell.
I feel a little dark. I feel dark after I watched it, so I don't dive into her videos, but I definitely listen to the album.
Yeah, growing up, my mom would be like, "We ain't watching no scary movies now. We ain't bringing them spirits in my house." So.
Okay, I couldn't watch Harry Potter, none of that.
I tell my kids, I was like, "Turn that off. We don't know."
I feel like we talked about this before, but have y'all ever played with a Ouija board?
No.
Would y'all?
No.
I think I would.
Tipsy.
I've gotten like tarot card readings, but that's like
over Bree, not at all.
I have done tarot cards.
I never had a tarot reading.
I think you should get one. I've done it, and I would do it. I would do a tarot reading again. I don't know that I would like actively do a Ouija board, but I want to try it. Like
Yeah, you don't do that at
my
home.
auntie used to live in Parkway, and I was young, y'all, when she lived in Parkway, but I was old enough to
You was
remember
playing
that.
with Ouija boards in Parkway.
No, my cousins was. Girl,
She was trying to tap into the thug ghost.
Okay.
listen, she came to that door for the young school. Parkway is O Block now. Baby, my auntie came through that door one day and seen my cousins with that Ouija board. She snatched it threw it out so fat, customed out from top to bottom. Like, don't ever bring that shit in my house. Da, 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 da. I'm like, what do it really do though? Like, the spirits are real. You feel me? So they gonna be there regardless. Like,
Child,
No, that's a different type of tapping. That I don't need no spirits that ain't my answer. I'm cool.
That's not for me.
Tap into.
well, if I'm an up and coming rapper, Bree, where can I send my music? Because I'm gonna start rapping. My mixtape dropping this year. Y'all think I'm playing?
Get back in the studio. No, I'm just playing.
I'm gonna be a
What's
feature
the
on it.
buzz? Get your music played for the free. We don't charge you to get it played, get it critiqued by some real ones. Go to what's the word.tv, scroll all the way at the bottom, because people literally will go to the page and be like, I don't see it, but they don't look for it. Scroll all the way to the bottom or go to the Dropbox menu and it'll say submit music. So go ahead and submit your music so we can critique it. Out to Saeed K. He's amazing. He danced and he sing. He got like a little Afrobeats joint that was fire. So yeah, keep on submitting y'all music. Oh, Janae Aiko is going. I don't think she's having a show with Coco Jones, Team, and somebody else.
When?
In December.
I want to go.
In California. I thought we should go.
I want to go. I would love that because I do be playing. I be throwing Janae in a rotation too. It be random stuff in a rotation. Like if I'm having a bad day, then I go play some old Wayne. But like Gotti's starting to make me happy. How old Wayne make me happy. So I be mixing my rap and my whatever. Twista Get It Wet. I've been playing that a lot. That's my favorite Twista song.
What you mean?
It's in the car, sweetheart. None of that. In the car when I'm driving down the street, bumping my little music.
Okay,
you know,
a honey pack. I like
pulling up to the light. You know, the gentleman like, who's that? Not me, just listening. That's all.
I sell drugs. No, I don't.
No. Nothing illegal around these parts. In case the IRS listening.
Are y'all going to DCG show?
When is it?
The 30th. I think it's Saturday.
I won't be here.
At Bourbon on Division is DCG, Mama Millions, and I think one other artist. I gotta look at the flyer.
They gotta bring Mello. I want to see Mello.
Why she hasn't performed in Chicago in a minute?
I know, and I love what's the song I was telling you?
You love that song.
I do love that song. I'm trying. What's the name of it?
Of the summer.
That's because I really think it could have been. I think had it dropped earlier, that would have had Chicago on lock for the summer. And it's crazy because like everybody, I mean, it's the most random people in my life across age groups that have been posting when that video dropped. And what happened to the video? I've been looking for it on YouTube and I can't find it.
YouTube took it off.
YouTube took it down. That's petty. Well, yeah. Well, I remember the day the video dropped. Like, I'm talking like friends my age to like aunties that's in their 40s. Like, they was dropping it. Yeah, move. That's my jam right there. That's my jam. What she say? I'm a gangster, but off liquor. I'ma throw this for show. And then that's my favorite part. And then when she be like,
rapper Cindy is hilarious.
No, for real. And then when she be like, we gonna argue some, but he gonna spend them bucks and he gonna come back every time. Babe, you know the raps. You ain't going nowhere. Like, what's up? Like, them two right there, my favorite parts. She did her big one.
That needs to be your next caption under your picture.
Okay, just for Bree. Let me write that down. Move.
You should put that as your caption.
Boom, I wrote it.
I am hollering. Cindy rapping is hilarious.
I told y'all we should go to karaoke. I think that would be a nice team bonding experience.
I like karaoke. I don't like karaoke in like the
private rooms, like the.
I don't like that one. I like the karaoke in front of people you don't know.
Girl, I ain't trying to sing in front of people I don't know.
That's what make it fun. Because I wish somebody would say something.
I love that. I love karaoke.
Give me like a few shots of anything.
Yeah. We can pregame before we go, and then we just. I'm gonna do a duet. I
come.
think Bree,
I'll do it with you. I'll do a duet with you.
let's do it, Jay.
Do
Let's
a
do it.
duet.
Y'all
We gotta
pissing
figure
me
out
off
the
with
song
the
though.
duet.
We should do a
Y'all should
Vine
be City
featuring
Girls.
separated.
Girls.
I don't want to be with you. Put that on everything
Everything
I
I
own.
know.
Mm-mm.
We
Alright,
gotta,
we
we
finna go
gotta
up
have Bree in
out
the
of here,
background.
man. This was nice. Make sure y'all submit y'all music. Follow us on What's the Word TV. Okay, shout out to our producer, big producer, Shay Herbo on the ones and
Shay
twos,
Herbie.
pressing
Herbie
the button,
baby.
making all this work. Shout out to our sponsors, Origin TV, Boss Tech, Kip Boot Camp. Make sure y'all go check it out. I'm looking forward to the next commercial because they never disappoint, child.
They gotta
Never
come back with the
disappointing.
rap.
Go on, go check out that Taylor Bennett video. Go.
All right, we up out of here. This was
Bye,
nice.
y'all.
Like Ladies Day.
I did too. Thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate it. I hope to come back one day.